Canadians love mac and cheese. Assuming you didn't know this, Canadians consume more mac and cheese than any other country in the world. Which is a surprise because normally when you think about Canada, you think about maple syrup, which is justified because they produce over 70% of the world's maple syrup just in Quebec, Canada. While researching Canada, I found many interesting facts that I previously didn't know because I just considered Canada the country up north. Canada is probably an afterthought to most Americans, as I just stated, but it has a major historical background, and I'd like to shed light on it and bring a face to the people of Canada, the nature of Canada, and their wildlife. Something that's extremely interesting that I learned is that Canada first had people come to it in the year 1021 when the Vikings arrived. And I learned that on the Fact File, 70 Facts About Canada. Now, if I said the word constitutional monarchy, what would you think that meant? Canada was founded in 1867, but was considered a constitutional monarchy in 1534. How is this possible? Well, around the time of 1534 was when the world was in a land-grabbing race. Everyone was trying to settle every land that they could, and France came to Canada first, settled it, and created a constitutional monarchy, which is this combination between a democracy and monarchy, where the monarchy is still in charge, but they don't have rulers on the land, so they have a constitution or a Congress set up like the United States. And in 1867, Canada was a part of Britain, and they kept the constitutional monarchy. And Canada didn't have a flag for over 100 years after they were founded, and it was a major event in Canada because it was not only them getting their flag that represented their country, but it also represented their independence from Britain and free of their rule. Canada is a part of NATO along with the United States. Canada and the United States share many of the same views about the world and always have worked well in the past. Canada joined NATO in 1947. Now, the government needs people to rule or to look over. And Canada has a lot of great people with a vast culture. The population in 2020 was 37 million people, and the largest city was Toronto. 32% of the population would consider their ethnic group Canadian. As I've previously stated, Canadians love mac and cheese and maple syrup, but they also love starchy foods, breads, and game meat such as deer and waterfowl. There's a reason though so many people live in Canada is because they love the nature and they love the natural landscape and the wildlife. There's more lakes in Canada than any other country in the world that contribute up to over 20% of the world's fresh water. But on the left side, the lowest temperature ever recorded in Canada was minus negative 63 degrees Celsius, which is minus 81 degrees Fahrenheit. The wildlife in Canada is extremely interesting as they have from the biggest animal to the fastest flying bird. It's very diverse. The wood bison is the largest land animal in North America and can weigh up to over 2,000 pounds, which is half the size of an average car in the United States. Now, the most interesting thing I might tell you today is about the peregrine falcon. Peregrine falcon can swoop down at its prey at over 185 miles per hour, making it the fastest flying bird in the world. So you probably don't want to stand under it when it's hunting. There are more facts about the Canadian wildlife on the Canadian Geographic 10 Facts About Canadian Wildlife. So if you are planning a trip to Canada, you may want to pack a coat and be ready to learn a lot about epic history that you did not know about before. Help out the statistic that Canadians eat more mac and cheese than any other country. Get you a bowl, and don't forget to bring home some of their maple syrup.